For you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Ebony Williams. I'm the Managing Director of the Gordon Engineering Leadership Center. That is the center that is putting on this event tonight. Tonight we are here to honor individuals across our campus and in industry who excel in the area of engineering leadership. This is our third awards dinner. The Gordon Engineering Leadership Center was founded by Bernard Gordon, and it's named after him and his wife. He's the founder of Analog to Digital Conversion. He also is a huge fan of developing young minds into engineering leadership. On top of getting degrees at great schools for engineering, he also spent some time in the Navy, so he has some different beliefs about how we should do leadership, right? In that, this seems so loud. I'm loud without a microphone. In that, Frieder and I just returned from visiting him in Boston. He currently lives in Boston. Perfect, thank you. And we were talking to him about leadership and what the program's doing and what we're up to. And he said to us, he believes that leadership is all based on the one command a platoon lead can give when he's out: follow me. The people that you'll hear about today as far as getting the awards exemplify some of that and demonstrate engineering leadership in great ways. The Gordon Engineering Leadership Center as a whole tries to identify and train effective engineering leaders for the goal of hopefully creating new products and jobs for our world. As you can see, and we'll talk about tonight, engineering leadership is something that we need as we move forward. We want engineers running our engineering companies. We want people who understand the fundamental basis that makes a company valuable, the technology that allows for it to be what it needs to be. I'd like to take a moment real quick to acknowledge, can my Gordon Scholars at least raise your hands, please? These are individuals who are either nominated or self-selected to develop and get extra training that we provide at the Gordon Center. We provide courses, we provide workshops, and we bring leaders, like you'll see acknowledged today, to be mentors and demonstrators of great engineering leadership and show the diversity of what engineering leadership can look like in the world. But we don't do that by ourselves. We rely on industry partners. Can anyone who works in an engineering industry-based company raise your hand at this point in time? Thank you for being here tonight. Without you, our students don't know how to demonstrate what is going to happen or figure out what's going to happen when they leave these walls. You guys are great sounding boards for us to know how to develop and what we need to add to our curriculum and just the extra attributes. We all get out in the world and there's other things we need to learn and want to learn. And you guys give us some feedback about what you wish you would have had or what else we could give to these students aside from the exceptional engineering education that we provide. Can the professors in the room raise their hands? Frieder, you're a professor. That education doesn't happen without their assistance. With that being said, the Gordon Engineering Leadership Center is very happy to have you here, and we have a special acknowledgement that we'd like to make. I'm going to bring the Dean, Frieder Sibley, to the stage at this point.
So good evening. Even so, we wanted to start the program only after dinner, but we have a very special guest with us here tonight who can unfortunately not stay with us through dinner and for the rest of the evening. And so I really want to take this opportunity to introduce to you Professor Shu Chen here. He's our National Medal of Science winner. So, Shu, can I please ask you to come up to the podium here? Because even so you just got the National Medal of Science at the White House from President Obama, I give you the second most important medal you will get in your lifetime.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for coming tonight.
It's my pleasure. The privilege to be here. Thank you.
with that, please enjoy your meal, and we will continue the program after your main course. Thank you.
All right, good evening again. I would like to start our official program, even so I know you're still working on your dessert, so please don't let me interrupt you, okay? So enjoy your dessert, but I want to get the evening program started. Again, I'm Farrell, I'm the Dean of the Jacob School of Engineering, and I want to welcome all of you to our third Gordon Engineering Leadership Awards dinner. Tonight, our focus is on the can-do and follow-me attitude that Bernie Gordon represents, the attitude for our next generation of engineering leaders. Innovation is critical for our country and our global economy, and innovation, especially in technology, is happening faster and faster and requires more and more engineering talent. And as a leading research engineering school, we are providing both the intellectual capital and the human capital to fuel this faster and faster innovation. For us, it's important that we really create an engineering talent pipeline to participate in this ever-fasting growth in innovation, technology, and society. And so we start already with a very broad K-12 outreach program. We have 29 pre-professional engineering organizations here in the Jacob School of Engineering that all do various forms of outreach to elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. And then we have programs like MESA and Inspire, where we bring not just a few, but hundreds of middle school students to campus to hopefully inspire them to consider a career in engineering. Very few of our K-12 students know what engineering is all about. And this is how our talent pipeline starts. Then we follow it up with our Cosmos program, and we have many of our Cosmos students here tonight that participated in our Cosmos program this summer. This is a 4-week residency program on campus where we get some of the very best high school students from across California to come to UCSD and to the Jacob School to really learn different forms of science and engineering. Followed by our TIES program, our Teams and Engineering Service program, where we send multidisciplinary student teams from the Jacob School to nonprofit organizations to solve real-world engineering problems for our nonprofits. And more recently, it has turned into Global TIES, where we are sending our students internationally to solve real-world engineering problems for nonprofit organizations. During the summer, we have our TIP program, our team internship program, where we are sending multidisciplinary teams of students to our corporate partners to do project-based learning on real-world engineering problems for the summer in multidisciplinary teams. And we also are sending students already abroad with our corporate partners to work for the summer. Our Triton Engineering Student Council at the undergraduate level, our Jacob School Graduate Student Council at the graduate level are doing a tremendous job doing various outreach and continued education activities. And then finally, we complete our engineering talent pipeline with our professional practicing engineering program, our Master of Advanced Study degree programs, where we now have 5 approved degree programs for people that have been working in the industry for a few years and then want to come back to the Jacob School for continued professional master degrees. And so throughout our engineering talent pipeline, we are emphasizing multidisciplinary solutions, teamwork, and project-based learning. But we need more than just engineering talent by the numbers or large cohorts of engineers for our innovation society. We need true engineering leadership. We need can-do and follow-me kind of engineers. Okay. So this is what we're here tonight to celebrate and honor individuals who dared to lead engineers. And that brings us to our Gordon Engineering Leadership Awards ceremony tonight. So with that, our first award actually is an honorary Engineering Leadership Award for outstanding services to the Jacob School over the past years. And while not an engineer by training, she obtained enough engineering talent by assimilation. So where's Chandra? Chandra, please come up here, okay? So Chandra is our events coordinator for the Jacob School for many years, and she's putting on these great events. Unfortunately, she's leaving us to be with her husband in Washington. And so this is her last official event for the Jacob School. So Chandra, thank you very much. So now I want to invite Ebony to come back on stage and start our official ceremony with our first award. So Ebony, please come on up here.
So you heard what we're up to and why we're giving out awards today. Well, our awards program for the Gordon Engineering Leadership Center every year starts in the summer with our Cosmos program. A Cosmos program is a program where we bring high school students to this campus to engage in real life activities and challenges. And at the end of this project, they learn engineering and all these other concepts that we would love for them to understand and motivate them to come into the world of science. And they get put into teams. And in these teams, they have to compete and give presentations. This year, we gave awards to each of the teams for each of the clusters. We have 8 clusters that are represented. I won't pretend to name all of them because I don't want to mess them up. But we have things like bioengineering and structures and oh my gosh, I won't even start. I'll mess up. But I would love for our high school students who already received their Engineering Leadership Awards to please stand. This is just a small representation of how many students got awards this year. Please join me in applauding them. You may be seated. This group of 10 represent 1/3 of the number of students who got awards this summer. They are our local representation. The other 2/3 are from other parts of the country. So thank you guys for being here tonight. We're honored to have you in the room, as well as your parents. You guys did a great job this year. Next, we're going to move on to our undergrad Gordon Fellows. I could talk a lot about more stuff, but I think you guys have heard enough from me, so I'm just going to get into giving out our awards. The first award I'd like to give is to a woman who is a computer science engineer. We give her this award in recognition of her leadership and contribution that led to $500,000 of saving during her time at a team internship program at the Mitchell International Company. Will Lali start making her way to the stage, please? Do that. Leadership in Computer Science and Engineering Society, as well as Yahoo Yak University. Where's Lali? She's taking her time. Okay. Our Yahoo Yak University competition. Lali Flores, we're honored to have you be our first awardee for the evening. You can have a seat. We'll bring you back up. Our next awardee is a mechanical and aerospace engineering student, Salam Hendricks. Please make your way to the stage. We're honoring Salam Hendricks in recognition of her contribution in development of novel imaging techniques for optical coherence and tomography under the direction of Professor Tara Javidi, who describes her intellect, commitment, and professionalism on the level equal to many of her graduate students. Once again, congratulations, Salam. Almost got it. Our next awardee is in computer science and engineering. And this is Justin Huang. We're giving him this in recognition of his dedication and leadership in the Triton Engineering Student Council, bringing new life to the direction and vision of engineering student life outside the classroom. Justin, are you avoiding coming up here? You know I would embarrass you, right? I feel very comfortable with you. Doing things. Excellent. Last but not least tonight is Jenny Knight. She's a student in structural engineering. She will be receiving this award in recognition of her leadership role in the Society of Civil and Structural Engineering while maintaining excellent academics and contributing to research in her department. Jenny. Go. There's stairs. Yep, there you go. Our engineering leaders don't become engineering leaders by doing things the normal way.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Congratulations. All of these students, on top of receiving an engineering medal, our engineering leadership, Gordon Engineering Leadership Medal, will also be receiving $2,500 from the center in recognition of their contributions. So once again, join me in congratulating our undergraduates. I don't have checks. We're in a new generation. It'll just show up in your account. It's this amazing thing. Moving right along to our graduate awardees. I want to take a moment to say that these students were selected by my advisory board members. Actually, all of our awardees tonight were selected by our advisory board members. They take the time out of their busy days as engineering leaders to select up-and-coming engineering leaders, and we set the standard based on where they are. So we just did high school, we've done undergrad. Now we're getting ready to do graduate students, so you can imagine the bar just continues to grow with what we expect from them and what qualifies them to win an Engineering Leadership Award. We give out 2 Engineering Leadership Awards from the Gordon Center, and then we give one additional one from Buzz Woolley, and I'll describe that when we get to that point. So the first person I'd like to bring to the stage tonight for our graduate winners is in Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering, Daniel Miller. You can make your way to the stage. Daniel's receiving this in recognition of his leadership and initiative in his research and industry experience that has led to the distribution of software created from his research, systemic integration of software framework he developed at General Atomics, and mentoring other students. Congratulations, Daniel. Thank you. Next, it's very exciting to have an awardee from this department. It's a new department here at the Jacobs School of Engineering. It's one of the only departments of its type in the world. We're cool here at the Jacobs School. Joshua Windmiller is getting his PhD in nanoengineering. And today he's receiving an award in recognition of his contributions to research with over 20 peer-reviewed publications, his leadership of international teams that composed of postdoc researchers, visiting scientists, graduate and undergraduate students, as well as upholding professional presence at all times. Joshua, please make your way to the stage. To get there, huh? The joke with Joshua is I stalked him for a while to be part of my program. I was like, I like how you operate. You need to be with me. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. It was a friendly stalk, I promise. I was not mean to him at all. So this next award, I'm very happy that the Gordon Center was able to become a part of giving out this award. R.B. Woolley funded a graduate award to acknowledge a graduate student who goes above and beyond the excellent research that we ask them to do to try to create community amongst our graduate students. For the other people who've gone to grad school, you can realize you can get really in your books, not talk to anybody, and just attempt to graduate. And finding other people who are like-minded, who you can bounce ideas off of and sort of develop yourself is really important, especially in the fact that the dean shared, and we really believe at the Jacobs School, our next step of innovation is going to be at the seams between these majors and departments. So it's exciting to have someone who bring those people together socially and in an academic way. So I'd like to honor the Buzz Woolley awardee, Allison Gillies of Bioengineering. She's receiving this in recognition for her contributions to the Jacobs Graduate Student Council, increasing both academic and industry-based programming while receiving local and national recognition for her research. With that, I get to go sit back down. No. Thank you for listening. Congratulations to all our student awardees. Each of our graduate awardees get a little bit more money. $10,000 will go to each of them along with their medallion. And no, the faculty can't make them pay their tuition with it. This is served for you, just so you know, Joe. Don't do that, okay? With that, thank you guys, and I'm going to turn the podium back over to Dean Seibel.
Okay, great. So it is now my honor and pleasure to hand out the awards to our professional engineers. And we have two categories. Clearly, being in academia, we also honor academic engineering leaders, but then we also honor our industry engineering leaders. So let's go to the academic engineering leaders first. And this year it's my great pleasure to give the award to two of our faculty in the Jacobs School of Engineering, namely to George Papin and Ryan Kastner. George and Ryan did a tremendous job this past year to pull our Master of Advanced Study degree program together in wireless embedded systems. We started 4 new Master of Advanced Study degree programs this past year. These are degree programs for professional engineers to come back to the Jacobs School to get a professional master degree. And we designed these degrees on the interface between our traditional disciplines. So one of the requirements was that always 2 departments have to join forces to offer one of these new degrees. And so there are always degrees on the interface between traditional disciplines. Just like most of the exciting research these days is on the interface between traditional engineering disciplines, our most exciting teaching should also be on the interface between our academic disciplines. And so we started a degree in wireless embedded systems, we started a degree in medical device engineering, we started a degree in structural health monitoring, and we started a degree program in engineering-based, simulation-based engineering. So I'm not that old yet, I get it together. Okay. So, and this is in addition to one of our Master of Advanced Study degrees, which we had already ongoing in architecture-based enterprise systems engineering. So we have now 5 of these professional master degrees up and running here at the Jacobs School. But really, since the wireless embedded systems degree is offered for the first time this fall, and we had already over 20 students register for that degree, it is due to the real leadership provided by George Papin and Ryan Kastner. They went out to our industry partners and told them about the program, about how exciting the program was. And so they showed real engineering leadership here, and for that I want to honor them tonight. So unfortunately, Ryan cannot be here with us, but George is here. So George, please come on up. And last but not least, we come to our industry engineering leadership award. And tonight it's my real honor to introduce to you Peter Farrell. Peter is a chemical engineer, a card-carrying real engineer, okay? So with a doctorate in bioengineering as well, not just in chemical engineering. He's the founder, CEO, and chairman of ResMed, the leading developer and manufacturer for diagnosis and treatment of sleep apnea. Peter has an international education from Sydney, MIT, University of Washington, University of South Wales, all these leather institutions, you know, no degree from UCSD. But we'll get there. He's getting a medal tonight at least. He is a Doctor of Science from the University of New South Wales for research contributions in the field of treatment with the artificial kidney. And he has received numerous awards for his entrepreneurship. Not all entrepreneurs will be engineering leaders, but he has been successful at both entrepreneurship and engineering leadership. So it's my real pleasure to give the Gordon Medal to Peter, and the certificate reads, in recognition of your achievement in development of devices for treating obstructive sleep apnea, your leadership in the medical device industry, and your service as an advisor to the UCSD and the Jacobs School of Engineering. So Peter. And now we ask Peter to give us his key